Hey, my name is Gemma McKemmon, and this is my beta pitch for my DA. As discussed in my pitch proposal, my DA is focused on the coronavirus and the impact it has had on online learning. This is a topic that will always change and will continue to change in the future. When my pitch was published, online learning had just been launched. After the launch, it is safe to say that it has not gone down well. I run a page on Facebook called UOW Rants, and the feedback for online learning has not been great. I will use my page as a source of information for my DA. After my pitch was launched, I received some feedback from my peers about what I could have improved on. These comments were constructive and I have had a positive reaction to my concept. However, I did receive some critiques that I really want to try and incorporate to make my DA better. There was a comment made stating that they were unsure of my scheduling and what I was actually going to do for my DA. This I understand, and as I was never fully aware of this myself, now I have a stronger idea of what I want to do. After reading the rants on my Facebook page, I really want to incorporate those into my DA. As far as how I'm going to present my DA, I still think a final blog post is what I want to do. When I was looking at my past DAs, I saw a blog post called Are Robots Taking Our Jobs?, which is how I kind of wanted to frame my own DA. I feel this format is most appropriate as blogs are easy to follow along with, and you can attach different types of media to widen your information source. I've put together a bit of a draft post and will publish that on my Twitter feed to hopefully gain some more feedback from my peers. I'll link my draft to my blog post in the description below. I also promoted this draft on the Discord server in an attempt to gain more feedback. Another critique I got was that I did not really directly link my DA topic to any of the lecture content. I had thought about what the link to the content I was attempting to make, but I had just never addressed it. My link to lecture content surrounds the Week 3 lecture of Trajectories and Planning. I'm interested in how patterns in the world are likely to continue and what they may change in terms of online education. Although the feedback has not been directly given to me, I've seen a lot of engagement with my DE topic on both Twitter and my Facebook page, UOW Rants. As I mentioned before, I really want to incorporate these into my DA as they provide a lot of insight into what students think of the current situation. As well as UOW Rants, I've been seeing even further engagement with the subject on Twitter. I initially wanted to use interviews as my primary source of information for how students felt about the change, but due to the ethics code, this is no longer possible unless I interview within my family. So I'm really relying on sources such as Twitter and UOW Rants to help capture the students' response to the coronavirus and online learning. I've attached some links in my blog post that I'm going to use as further background information for my final post. Some of these sources were given to me by my peers. This is just another great way I can incorporate their feedback into my final project. The sources outline how students react to online learning and what they think of it. It will be great to get some insight. Overall, I want my DA to incorporate the two following concepts. Number one being how the students have reacted to the shift to online learning, and number two being a more academic side. I want to see how these changes have affected students in the past and how it will affect the future of learning, as the university has just now announced that they will be teaching online next semester. I'm excited to see what I can put together at the end of this subject and to see what I can learn. Thank you for listening to my pitch.